Hi, my name is Jean Cook. I am the nursing librarian here at the University of West Georgia, and I'm making this video as a basic introduction to the best nursing resources we have, specifically for our doctoral program in nursing education. There's a lot of really great resources on our website for all of our different programs, but specifically for our doctoral students, we think that you are best served by going straight to the research guide for your program. So what we're going to do is from the library homepage at westga.edu/library, we're going to click on Research Guides, and we're going to search for nursing. And that brings up a few of the guides that I've created for nursing. I actually have one for all of our different programs. So the basic nursing guide is more for undergrads than it is for graduate students. But we also have, if you scroll down, you can find that we do have a guide specifically for the EdD and nursing education program. So that's the one we're going to click on. Now on this page, you'll find all sorts of great information, links to different resources, to different types of resources, tips on creating better keyword searches, on getting materials sent to you. So I really recommend that you review the whole thing. But honestly, as researchers, the number one place you're probably going to go to most is our articles page. And in fact, this is the page that I even have bookmarked for myself. This is where we list all of the best databases for you to be using in your research. So we'll start as a nursing education student, we'll start with our nursing databases. And you can see that we actually have quite a few. And the important thing to realize is that each one of these nursing databases actually covers a completely different selection of journals. So even if you're searching the same words in each one, you're going to be getting different results back. The most prominent nursing database that we have is CINAHL, so that's the one that we're going to start in. And I'll just open that up. If you're off campus, it's going to ask you for the Galileo password, which you can find on the landing page of any the homepage basically of any course dense section. It'll be on the left side menu right above the library chat. And so you can see that right now we're searching CINAHL, and I'll just do a search for, say, online courses. One of the really cool things that you can do is actually take advantage of the suggested searches. These are searches that other researchers and scientists and professionals have done. I like to write OR and then sometimes take its suggested search, but we'll just start with online courses for now. And when you do that search, it looks at all of the journals that are indexed in CINAHL, and you can see it gives me 2,200. And for a lot of the articles, I'll just be able to click the PDF full text and be able to read the whole article just like I had opened up the Journal of Nursing Economics to page 324 and was reading it. If you find other articles will have this little blue Find It button. That just means that we don't have it directly full text through this database. We might have it through another database because we subscribe to hundreds of databases and lots of different publisher websites and things like that. So you can always click on the Find It button if there's not a PDF full text link there. What it will do is it will actually search all of our other databases to see if we have access to that item. In this case, we do have the full text available. It's available at Wiley Online, and so I click on that link and knock on wood and pray and hope, and if all the computer technology talks well to each other, then it gives me straight into the full text of that particular article. Again, it recognizes me as a person from West Georgia, so I'm getting access to this through our paid subscriptions. It's not just free, and I can click on the PDF and read that article. So don't be afraid of those little Find It at UW, those little Find It buttons. And of course, we have quite a bit of full text available straight through CINAHL. If you find an article that you like, you can always click on the title, and that gives you a bunch of cool options. You can click on PDF full text over here on the left side to read the full article. On the right side, you can print the article, you can cite it, and it'll create an APA citation or MLA citation. I like to say this tends to be about 90% accurate, so you definitely want to double check it, particularly for spelling, particularly for capitalization. And sometimes there'll be some extra like initials after author names and things like that. You can also email it to yourself, and I really like that because if I click email, it will actually send me the article as a PDF as well as give me that APA citation, so it's just waiting for me in my email later for me to use. I can improve my search a number of different ways. On the left-hand side of my search results, I can click full text to get the stuff that I can get right away. I can choose to limit it to certain publication dates, maybe the last 5 years or so. I can say type, but I can also say subject. So perhaps I was particularly interested in non-traditional education and online courses. And in that case, it gives me 710 articles about non-traditional education that talks about online courses, and I can even narrow it down even further from there. Going back to our nursing research guide, again, you want to make sure you're on that articles tab. You can see that we have a number of other databases. I'll show you one of our other major ones, which is called ProQuest Nursing. And CINAHL is definitely the most preeminent, important, prominent nursing database that we have, but ProQuest Nursing has a lot more full text in it just because of the way that our databases work. So I'll show you that if I search online courses over here, I have a lot of the same options where I can choose, say, full text, or I can choose like scholarly journals or peer-reviewed for those types of things. I can limit by publication date. I can choose subject just like I did before. But now instead of 2,000 results, I'm getting 270,000 results. I'm also getting a bunch more full text here. If I find an article that I want, I can click the full text PDF to read it. I can also click on its title just like before. And just like before, it will give me all sorts of fun options to cite that article or email that article just like CINAHL did. So I suggest starting in CINAHL, but if you're getting stuck, if you're just not finding the kind of words that the professionals are using to describe your topic, you can come over to ProQuest and get a little bit more of a forgiving search and see if you can find better keywords for you to use. Going back to our LibGuide, another important thing is to pick the right database for your topic. So obviously, for questions that are nursing-centric about care for patients or ways to handle patients or ways to manage nurses or the sort of care decisions that nurses get to make, the nursing databases are great. Medline is good if you are looking for epidemiology or treatment options or things that are more like a doctor would get to make those decisions. Medline's a really great thing for those. Scrolling further down on this list, if you are more interested in the educating non-traditional students, educating graduate students, first-year students, for instance, then our education databases, which again, we have several really good education databases. All of those cover different topics, cover different journals, so you can search the same thing in all of those and get different results. We also have psychology, because if you're say, how do I treat autistic patients or schizophrenic patients or something like that, a psychology database could be really good. Public policy can also affect you, so we've got a couple public policy things. And I also want to really highlight Abby Inform. If you've got any sort of economic or insurance or hospital as business or managing nurses as employees type question, the two business databases that we recommend here are really, really good for those kind of questions. If you need help using any of these resources or coming up with searches, of course, you can email me. My contact information is over here on the left-hand side. There's a link to schedule an appointment with the UWG librarian. I'm happy to help you as you get through this program, and hopefully you'll be hearing from me a lot more in the future. You're not bothering me. This is literally the best thing in my job is when I get an email from a student and it's, I've got this really weird topic, can you help me find stuff? Because I get to learn about something new and I don't have to write the paper at the end. So welcome to the school, and I look forward to working with all of you.